Okay, so here's the the rubber boot material that I was concerned if it would set up or not. I poured the extra in the little thing that I used to, and it all set up except for the bottom a little bit, but it's solid. And let's see if we can look at the, I put a piece of foam around it to hold the tape up in place. See if I can get the tape off of there. Oh, it's definitely hanging on. Wow, I got to get the snippers to snip that. Doesn't want to, but that's good. I don't want it to come out of there. Wow, I think that's going to work really good. Look, just by first looking at it, and it's set up really nice in here. See if I can get. Yeah, I can pry it out if I try. But I didn't clean that very well either. It's coming out. There. You know, I could put my Hall sensors in this and use this as a mold and mold them up, and then once they're molded into a deal like that, here's the bracket. And then I could just glue them in with a little dab of super glue or interesting. Not sure exactly what I want to do. Maybe that's what I should do, is make a mold for it. To mold this so I can take two of them and put them together and make a mold, and then mold it up to where just the tabs, the ends of them are sticking out. You know what? I might just do that. No big deal to make a mold for that. And to keep the stuff away from the end, I could just put a little dab of clay in there to keep it away. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a mold to mold up these, and that way I can make little units, and then if they go bad, I'll just take it out, stick another one in. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I don't know. Be kind of neat. Nah, I'm just gonna go forward with this and just put them in here, and then maybe build a clay dam around it the way I want, and then fill it up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I guess I'll sit down and see if I can't get some clay on here and the way I want. Then I'm going to clean this real good with alcohol. Okay, it doesn't look like much right now, but hopefully this will all dry up or set up. I need to get a little more over there the way it looks. The wire is just showing. I need to put a little bit of a dam across the top of that. See if I can put something across. I'm going to dump a little. Still got a little bit left in the container. There. It flows really slow, so I should get another piece right across there. If I can cut off the junk and lay in here. My first attempt, so if it doesn't work out, and then the extra I'll just trim off with a razor blade. Trying to plug the holes where it's oozing out a little bit. And the wire that I'm using is it's a computer ribbon plug-in. I grabbed 3 and then 3, so, and because they're pretty small, I figured that would work. So we'll know tomorrow. It took overnight for that others to set up. So, and this is the little plug that was down in the bottom of that set up, and I pried it out of there. So I'm just going to show you how strong it is. I'll set the camera down here, grab it. I'm pulling on it. I can stretch it a little bit, but it doesn't tear. It's really good stuff. So, and then I mixed it up, so it's black. And the pigment had settled to the bottom of the jar. But I am surprised that it's still good. You know, it's been in the fridge, down in the vegetable drawer in the fridge, since I made my spark plug boots for my V8, which is probably a couple years now. But it seems to be still okay. So, and wipe it all up, or I'll have rubber stuff all over my bench. So, anyway, hopefully it'll all hang in there. We'll see. Catch you later. Okay, it's been over 24 hours. We'll see what we got here. Take it over here and try to peel some of this clay off of it. This goop. This is weather stripping sealant that I used. I got a razor blade here. This stuff is so sticky that hard to tell where I'm at and where I'm not. See if I can cut that off. just got to clean it up the way it looks here. Trying to cut it off with razor blade. Well, it's nice and rubbery anyway. Well, I'm gonna cut away and try to get some of this weather stripping stuff off of it and get it cleaned up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like, if it works. Okay, I've got the double board hooked up to it, and here's the two LEDs for each circuit, front or back, front or back, whichever one I put in the front. And I have to back it up here, I have the Hall effect right here. Note to myself, don't use that insulating clay stuff, because it's too hard to clean up off of the. I should have broke down and just went ahead and made a mold for it, but I didn't. But anyway, I got it cleaned up somewhat, and okay, I got the dual board hooked up to it, because I made a dual board for it right here. And I got two coils, two of those pulse generators hooked up, and I'm going to wave the magnet over one way. That's the white one. That's that one. Now I'm just going to flip it. That's the blue one. So it'll go poink, 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 poink. I'm hoping anyway. I'm hoping that'll work. It looks promising anyway. But one other thing I'm going to try before I use those pulse generators, and that is to hook one lead up to a ground off of both, and then the other one to a spark plug, and make sure that they're not going to interfere with each other. But as it looks right now, it looks like it's going to work. One and the other. One and the other. So, and then I've got this all together, and Cam said I was going to mark top dead centers. We're sitting at top dead center right now, and as long as I don't loosen this gear up off on the crank, I can put a mark across those to line up for top dead center. And then since that's top dead center of the front cylinder, I'll end up putting a magnet right there, and then I'll end up putting a magnet over the specified degrees over that I need to go over. But it's a little bit wiggly out here because it doesn't have that support out here, but it's anyway, that's where I'm at. Got it kind of somewhat cleaned up, and it looks like it'll work. Oh, I just thought of something else that I got to do yet too, and that is I need to put my hole in right here for the wire access. That'll go through probably right about here somewhere. Go right down in here. And then, well, actually I could go up over here. It'd probably be better to go up over here. Yeah. And then I'm tempted to take it off of there and mill a window in the back side of it too, all the way through. I don't know. Just a thought. Oh, it was mentioned about venting, or but I plan on having a vent come through the box here, and then there'll be probably right here somewhere too. Will be another. It'll be like a PCV valve right up here. But yeah, I was originally planning on it coming through to the cam box, because I figure that if it did spray any mist or anything over here, that it would only be a good thing, because it'll help lubricate the cam. Just my thought, anyway. That's why I was actually going to drill the small hole up there, up beside the cam on the inside here. We just haven't done that yet either. So I keep playing with this ignition thing, trying to make sure that it's going to work. So I could put it together and take the cam out of there. I gotta get. I'm just going to take a vibra etcher and mark this. I'll make sure it's good and tight, and then I'll mark that, and then that way I can pull that cam out and I can put it back and it'll still be in the same, and I can get it in the same spot every time. Like I say, as long as I don't move the gear. That would, I was going to key this, and I probably should have, because then I know that it would always be in the same spot. You know what? Not going to work so good. That's not going to work. You know why? I got to pull this cam box off, unless I leave it together and try to drill, and I don't want to do that. I have to take that gear off in order to get it through, get it off of here. I should have made that hole bigger in the back. Oh well. I'll figure it out somehow. Huh. Well, I can open this up, and then the bushing that I put in here, I'll have to reset everything again, but the bushing I put in here, I can make it bigger than this head. The alignment bushing that I use to align, and then cut my windows at the same time, and then drill that hole, and drill the porthole up here and the portholes in the back. So there's work to be done yet on the cam box. So, but I'm happy that this is working though so far. And I don't know yet if I'm going to go with these units or if I'm going to go with just a coil pack, because I have a bunch. I have a bunch of these, and they seem to work pretty good. And I ran across them on eBay for, what the heck was it? I think they were like about $2 a piece. If you bought 8 of them, it was like $16, $17 with free shipping. So I bought 8 of them. So anyway, they work pretty good. You can take that spring out of it and put a wire on the high tension side. I'm coming down with a head cold. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can't put this on the cover where it belongs, and and make sure that everything is going to fit. So, and when I figure out this box, when I take that box back off of there and start figuring that out, I'll get back to you. Catch you later.